Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome back to another awesome video. It's time for another movie review. Today's movie is going to be of Sonic. That's right, Sonic, we're going to talk about your movie. So obviously with Sonic, I think we all know what Sonic was about. I mean, it's based off a video game character. We know who Sonic is. So it has Sonic basically going from Green Hill Zone to our world, and he's paired up with James Marsden, and they have to stop Dr. Robotnik. So what'd you think of your own movie, Sonic? Alright, cool. Okay, enough said. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. But in all seriousness though, guys, I have no idea who this is directed by, but whoever the director is has definitely come a long way, because especially with the design, the redesign of Sonic, and how he looks a lot better, he's new and he's improved, he looks a lot better, he could have looked worse. I mean, look at that thing! Just look at it! But luckily he looks a lot better, he looks new, he looks improved. And Ben Schwartz, he does a fine job, he does a fun job, a good job, great job of bringing, like, the sort of traits and qualities you expect in Sonic and all that. James Marsden, he does a fine job. I feel bad for the guy, just because you just feel bad for him. Not that just look at this, obviously, or, yeah. But he's an okay job. He does a good job at performance. Jim Carrey as Robotnik is definitely the scene stealer and everything. And although Carrey is not really into the idea of him doing his sort of usual crazy, sort of fun, wacky characters that he used to do back in the old days, but he's still a scene stealer. He's a showstopper. He's great at what he does, and he's fantastic. He's phenomenal. He's definitely, like I said, he's a really great highlight. He brings the character to a whole different, like, level of just crazy, Robotnik, over-the-topness of intellect and just all sorts of stuff like that. Action's fine, visuals are fine, story's fine, comedy's fine and everything. They're not the real meat I want to get into. The real meat I want to specifically get into is the fact that some people are really, like, diverse, or really, like, unsure about the Sonic movie. And I don't mean that the Sonic movie's bad. It's good. I think it's fine. I think it's really fun, to be honest. It has a lot of fun elements, and the buddy cop sort of thing is decent. It's not like it's anything new, but it's fun to watch. It's not too bad. You can see them bounce off each other. You can definitely tell it puts heart into it. It's definitely going for, like, it's obviously going for something more than just, like, something fun. It wants to put in a little bit of heart, and it's there. If you want emotion, it's there, especially when you feel bad for Sonic having to leave Green Hill Zone, and then you feel bad for James Marsden and stuff like that. But it's the fact of some people are very diverse on the idea of basically, okay, do you like the idea that Sonic is basically in the real world, or do you prefer the idea of Sonic being in Green Hill Zone and they should have kept it in that story? And to be honest, the thing is that a lot of these movies with these characters where it begins where they're in this nice fantasy magical world of where you want to explore, you want to see more of, you want to see a lot of this stuff, but then they take it to our world and it kind of loses that sort of interest, and it kind of loses flavor, because it's been done before. I mean, you look at movies like you have, like, He-Man, that's not a great example, and then Smurfs, and that's not a great example, but still the idea of you take fantasy, like, basically whatever unworldly places and locations, and you take those characters from those otherly worldly worlds and place them in our world, yeah, it doesn't work that well sometimes. This one, it's fine, it's bearable. Sure, would I like to see more of Green Hill Zone? Absolutely. And maybe we'll probably see more of it in the future, in the sequels, because most likely they're going to do sequels, and they're setting up sequels, because obviously just where everything's going, and just they're going to want to do that just because, whether it's for the money, or just because they want to tell good stories. But it might be both, it might be one, it might be the other, it might be money, so, yeah. But it would have been nice to see that, but obviously they obviously are saying, hey, look, Green Hill Zone and everything, so yeah. But I think what makes this movie is not really the location. I think it really is the characters. I think Ben Schwartz is great as Sonic. I think it's really funny the fact that he's voiced also he's also voiced Huey from obviously DuckTales, and he's voiced Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and now Sonic. He's got like a whole like blue gang going on here, like a blue group voice like repertoire here. Who's the next voice character he's gonna voice that's blue? Mega Man? Blue from Blue's Clues? I mean, come on. It seems like they're gonna basically have a whole blue squad of Ben Schwartz voice characters. And on a side note, that Baby Sonic thing, I feel like they're just kind of like, they just did that because of a big Baby Yoda trend, obviously. They're just like, let's cash in on that idea. It's like, I guess it's nice, it's fine for what it is. But, like I said, would I prefer it in Green Hill Zone? Yeah, but they'll probably explore more of that, most likely. And I guess this is kind of fine here. It's not very... like, it's generic, but it's bearable. It's not that bad. It's not that good at the same time. That he's in basically this little town of San Francisco or out in nowhere. So, yeah. It's actually kind of funny. The place he goes to is called Green Hill or Green Zone or something like that. So I guess they're trying their best in terms of, like, throwing Easter eggs. But that's not the best out of all the Easter eggs, because they really do put in some references and Easter eggs, and they do put in the effort. They really do. They try to. Even outside, even not even just within Sonic franchise. Like, obviously, the intro has the Sonic rings, it has the Sega and everything. I guess Sega has a company now, and all that stuff. But, obviously, I'm gonna go ahead, spoilers, in case you haven't seen Sonic. It's not that much spoilers to it, but if you really want to obviously avoid this stuff, then just stop right now and then go watch the movie. But there's not that many spoilers. It's just many Easter eggs and references. So obviously we see Tails, which it's a credit scene, and honestly, I think it's cool, but I don't feel as excited because, to be honest, I hate the fact that basically it was found on YouTube. It was a clip that was found on YouTube, literally with like the thumbnail is Tails and all these other things, and it's like, oh. So I wasn't really that excited. Like I like the idea that we're gonna see Tails, but it's kind of like very like obviously after you see a clip of it on YouTube or you just see like the thumbnail of it, you're like, why, you know? So when you actually watch the movie, you're like, yeah, I knew that was coming because Tails, we saw that already. We don't really see Knuckles, but we do see the Echidnas. I like that. We do see the Echidnas a little bit. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll eventually probably see Knuckles and see why the Echidnas were after Sonic and why they killed the Owl Girl, Obi-Wan Kenobi-like character in a way, which I feel like Sonic was definitely trying to poke fun of, because he's very, I guess, since being in our world for a while, he's very heavy on pop culture, so he's reading stuff like Flash comics, he's got his own ping pong table, and all these other things, and out of all the references and out of all the product placement they could have done, they did not include a Sonic, like the Sonic fast food joint reference, or even a Sega reference as product placement. Like, come on, people. You could have at least done those product placements. Those would have been hilarious. In terms of outside of the Sonic franchise, we do hear a little bit of reference to Mario, like mushrooms, like maybe talking about the Mushroom Kingdom. Robotnik at the end he's got the Robotnik Eggman mustache, and he's bald, and then Jim Carrey's got the voice going down for him with the Robotnik voice. And then we see he's in the mushroom world, and you're like, okay, maybe this is the Mushroom Kingdom, kind of sort of teasing something. I don't see them doing a big Smash Bros. Universe, but the idea of like, hey, Mario, possibly we'll see. Maybe this director is teasing that we'll see a better Mario movie. Hopefully we'll see a good Mario movie one day. So there's that. But overall, I think it was pretty fun. It was fine, honestly. For the most part, definitely not perfect, and I would say it's definitely one of the better video game movies out there, because obviously video game movies have a bad rep of just being bad and not following the source material. But would I say this is the best video game movie? Not really. I still think Mortal Kombat is the ultimate best video game movie of all time. And I think Street Fighter is the best guilty pleasure video game movie of all time. So there's those, but they have their own, like, basically pedestals. This one, Sonic, is definitely up there. I would say this is probably one of the better ones. Like I said, this is probably, I would say so far, since there's not that many 2020 movies out there, this is probably one of the best movies of the year, obviously. So, like I said, it's very fun, and it definitely can appeal to some of you Sonic fans, gamers, and all sorts of stuff like that. So, I think I'm gonna give the Sonic the Hedgehog movie a B+. Like I said, very fun. I think it's very good. Just, like, obviously, some things that you're kind of like, eh. But that's just my opinion. But what did you guys think of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? And what are your thoughts about it? And let me know also in the comments, what are some ideas you think the sequel should go into? I personally, I want to say on a quick side note, I think they should go into having Robotnik create Metal Sonic. I think that'd be awesome. Most likely, maybe we'll see the Echidnas. And then maybe we'll be seeing something like, maybe we'll see teasing of like the Chaos Emeralds and Supersonic, maybe Shadow, because I thought at one point there was a moment I could have sworn that Sonic looked like he was about to go supersonic, and I was waiting for that, and that was pretty cool. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the Sonic movie, and what do you think the sequel should be? And let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. And make sure you ring that bell to be notified of new videos, new content every day, if not every week. And make sure you share this video with your family, your friends, and everyone that you hang out with and all that fun stuff. And make sure you stay safe and stay home, stay clean for the time being, because obviously we're almost done with this pandemic, or at least to my knowledge, I want to say we are, because things are reopening, all that stuff like that. So just for now, just do the best you can. We're almost there. We're halfway there. We're living on a prayer, and we're getting through this. And hopefully by the summertime, we'll be done with this, and we can do all sorts of more stuff and everything. And hopefully, in terms for me, I can start doing my short film I've been talking about. I can start doing vlogs. Maybe we'll go to the parks. Hopefully we'll go to maybe places like Universal. We'll do vlogs like that. All that fun stuff. So look out for more reviews, and also leave some requests, some suggestions down below. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Whew.